Deb Murphy filed this story for Sierra Wave Media. Last June, Catherine Richards, Inyo County's senior planner, stressed that the county's Owens Valley solar energy study was a study, not a plan. That was at the project's initial workshops. Now, last Thursday, that study, a delicately layered labyrinth of data, was revealed in the form of a tutorial led by analysis James Honeycutt. Now, the OVSES was really just a study despite the skepticism of audiences at those early workshops. Nowhere in the database and website will there appear big flags with "Put your solar energy project here." The study is an interactive delight for planning and land use wonks, as well as a resource for Inyo County staff, the public, and project proponents. It's all data, no analysis is included. Now, led by Robert Egerton of Helix Environmental and funded by a grant from the California Energy Commission, the OVSES fills in the blank spaces left by the Desert Renewable Energy Conservation Plan, providing data on biological and cultural resources, viewshed, existing land uses, and land management information in the form of county land use tracts and the long-term water agreement from Owens Lake to Bishop. Egerton told the small audience at the Bishop workshop, quote, "The objective of this study was to compile the data," end quote. Now, the group started with existing resources, ground truth the data, incorporating suggestions submitted at 2 workshop series, and inputting all that data and mapping onto a single website available to anybody. Now, Honeycutt went through the website, and that is databasin.org, entered Owens Valley Solar Energy Study, and away he went through tabs of layered maps noting specific data. Individuals can sign into the website and open their own folder to which all the data maps can be downloaded and tweaked to the user's needs. There will be privacy and permission restrictions on all the folder information, and once the project has been vetted by the Planning Commission at its January 27th meeting, it will go to the Inyo County Board of Supervisors in early March. Now, the study will be turned over to the County Planning Department and maintained to the extent we have resources available, said Inyo County Planning Director Josh Hart. Well, the 34th annual Bishop Christmas Bird Count was held December 19th. Press release notes an excellent turnout of 61 birders in 12 teams tallied 101 species with a total of 12,310 individual birds. Overall bird numbers and diversity were about average, with many teams reporting fewer birds than in recent years. Most open water was frozen, so waterfowl numbers were slim. No geese were encountered of any species. Now, a good selection of rarities were found, notably a male yellow-headed blackbird, which was new to the Bishop CBC. Yellow-headed blackbirds typically vacate Owens Valley for warmer climates in winter and return in late March and early April, and that bird was photographed at a ranch south of Bishop. Also rare in December, 3 male cinnamon teal were observed during count week at Pleasant Valley Reservoir. Cinnamon teal are typically absent from the Owens Valley midwinter, but return late January as one of the first spring migrants. A Lee sandpiper was also found on Cat Day at Pleasant Valley Reservoir. Now, one team was lucky enough to find a burrowing owl besides an earthen burrow north of Bishop. 2 teams photographed yellow-bellied sapsuckers, an immature bird in West Bishop, as well as an adult male at the Bishop Country Club, the golf course. A silent Pacific wren, that's a recent split from the winter wren, was found in West Bishop, and 2 teams found single land sparrows. A rare pink-sided race, dark-eyed junco, was well documented at the East Line Street Cemetery. You can see the full press release on our website, sierrawave.net. Well, a couple of cleanups coming up this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend. Friends of the Inyo, in partnership with Inyo National Forest, inviting climbers, outdoor enthusiasts, and all lovers of the Eastern Sierra to help clean up the buttermilk boulders. That'll be taking place Monday, January 18th. Volunteers meeting at 8:30 in the morning, working till about noon. The buttermilk boulders are popular winter climbing destination for people from all over the world. Press release notes during peak visitation between November and March, more than 100 cars can often seen be parked in the main area parking lot and along Buttermilk Road. Now, in an effort to offset impacts, volunteers will pick up trash, delineate parking spaces, and clean up campsites. Also, Friends of the Inyo will set up an information table with climbing area etiquette and stewardship information provided by the Access Fund and the American Alpine Club. More information on this and future projects, friendsoftheinyo.org or their Facebook page. Also, the Alabama Hills Stewardship Group and the Bureau of Land Management's Bishop Field Office sponsoring a volunteer work day in the Alabama Hills this Saturday, January 16th. That'll be from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Dave Kirk, Alabama Hills steward for the Bishop BLM Field Office, said volunteers will be performing trail maintenance and vegetation restoration on the trail leading to the shark fin. Participants should meet at the corner of Whitney, Portal, and Movie Roads this Saturday, 10 a.m. More information, 760-876-6210. We'll be back with a weather report.